Sri Guru Charanakamalebhyo Namaha. Today, fifth canto ends. We shall explain the fifth canto in summary today. What is the outcome of the fifth canto will be spoken. Fifth canto begins with the surprise of Parikshit Maharaj, who wonders how come a person who has taken path of detachment, renunciation, and engaged in devotional service, established connection with the Supreme Lord, enters into household life. It's amazing. So Parikshit Maharaj was amazed that Priyabrata, who adopted austere life and reached an advanced stage of devotional life, came back, drove rivers, and taken to household life. Generally, if a renounced person or person who detached himself from material path comes back and engages in household life, it does not look right because the Supreme Lord created two paths. One path is Tyaga Marga, means path of detachment. Another is path called Bhoga Marga, that is path of material enjoyment called Grihastha life. When one takes to path of detachment, Tyaga Marga, liberation is guaranteed, but in the path of Bhoga Marga, means path of household life, the liberation guarantees becomes weak. Guarantee for liberation becomes reduced for householders because there are many attachments. Children, wife, engages in enjoyment, earns money, has material responsibilities, and etc., etc. Therefore, his attention towards liberation is reduced and attention for material attachment increases. But a lucky, fortunate householder, he finds a scripturally authorized guru and takes shelter of him, then husband and wife, and engage in devotional service under his guidance, then they slowly, gradually reduce the material attachments and become attached to the Supreme Lord. Because the spiritual master teaches how to perform devotional service regularly. Chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and does devotional service and gives certain percent to serve Guru and Krishna regularly, then slowly his material attachments subside. And mind becomes more attached to Lord Krishna. The devotional service becomes easy. A grihastha, means householder, should not spend his whole life as a householder. When child becomes grown up and is able to take responsibility of the house, then he should relinquish the house, mainly the man, nowadays also women, and come and live in the ashram, perform spiritual sadhana, spiritual activities, and chant japa under the guidance of a spiritual master. Priyabrata was the son of Swāyambhuva Manu. Swāyambhuva Manu was born from Lord Brahma's mind. And he, Priyabrata, is the son of that Swāyambhuva Manu. When he was engaged in detached path and had advanced on a spiritual path, that time his father Swāyambhuva Manu came to Priyabrata and asked him to become householder, marry and produce children. Because Lord Brahma had ordered Swāyambhuva Manu to fill the earth to a certain extent with human beings. So, thinking this, he reached his son Priyabrata, asked him to become householder, and Priyabrata rejected his advice. You may wonder, rejecting the advice of a father who is pure, advanced, spiritually advanced, direct son of Lord Brahma, Priyabrata must get offense. The scripture says no. A brahmachari disciple and a renounced son, he can disobey the orders and advice of guru and father if they advise the son to adopt house or life, get married. If this advice or order is disobeyed, the son or disciple receive no offense. That is scriptural evidence. Then Manu Maharaj reached Lord Brahma and requested him that my son has disobeyed my order and he got no sin, but I have an order from you to fill the earth with human beings. So Lord Brahma descended directly. Lord Brahma is incarnation of Lord Kṛṣṇa in mode of passion, the four-headed Brahma. So he directly came and told Priyabrata to adopt household life. I am talking the essence of 5th canto. The 5th canto is very big. Priyabrata heard the Brahma's words and thought, maybe this is the will of the Supreme Lord I got to follow, because Lord Brahma is not ordinary, he is an incarnation of the Supreme Lord in mode of passion. And he is asking me, so he agreed, thinking it is the will of the Supreme Lord. They arranged marriage of Priyabrata with daughter of Vishwakarma, the architect of heaven. Barhismati, her name, the daughter's name, married. While enjoying household life, he kept his working senses and knowledge acquiring senses in the service of the Lord, because while enjoying household life with the wife or husband, the working senses and knowledge acquiring senses become weak. So Priyabrata was very careful. He used them in the service of the Lord. So he did not become so attached to household life. When senses become weak, you remain attached to the household life. So because if somebody's senses are attached to the Supreme Lord while enjoying household life, then the contamination of household life do not affect. His remains pure enough. Or when became contaminated, become purified again by engaging in devotional service. And as it says that, Vihito yasya yo dharmo vishnuna prabhavishnuna tanu bhaktir bhave tasya tena bhaktir bhave tasya tam gurur ved sarvavit. Actually it is a fact. The Supreme Lord wrote the scriptures and He decided what kind of activity human beings should do. What should be the deed to be performed by human being while existing on earth? He decided. And if one follows that rule, he remains meritorious and pious. It means following its constitutional position. One should spend their life in that way. And Guru knows what is written in the scriptures for a human being. So if one adopts or accepts, surrenders to a scripturally authentic spiritual master, then the Supreme Lord is obtained surely. Liberation is guaranteed. Priyabrata produced 10 sons from his wife Barhismati and one daughter named Urjaswati. As per scriptures, daughter should be married before she reaches poverty. So Urjaswati was given in marriage to Āchārya. In English it is known as Venus, planet. It is planet, but its personality is named Āchārya. Out of 10 sons, 3 of them took sannyas, means renounced person became renounced people. They devotees. They did not want household life. 7 remained with Priyabrata. Priyabrata, before he became householder, was greatly spiritually advanced person, reached near God, became almost self-realized, that much he was advanced. So an advanced devotee can do great wonders in this world, which nobody else can do. The feats devotee can perform, pure devotee, nobody else can do. For example, taking a drunkard and meat eater and one who is addicted to intoxication, making them into devotees, and a good devotees. Is this not a great wonder? And only devotee can perform that. One who develops bad habits becomes controlled by that bad habit. That is the nature. Mind is prone to do only bad things and very quickly catches and becomes habituated in bad things. So to tame the mind and bring them back, relinquishing bad habits, taking the spiritual life, is not easy. Is not small thing. Only devotee can do. A devotee is called spiritual magician because she takes a materialistically inclined person and makes into a real devotee, whatever way possible. So similarly, Priyabrata also showed his spiritual potency. He climbed upon a chariot and separated the whole earth into 7 pieces and gave these 7 pieces to his 7 sons who remained with him. 3 took sannyas, renounced. He produced 10 sons, 3 took sannyas, and 7 remained. He gave these 7 islands, 7 pieces of earth to these 7 sons, made them kings, and relinquished his household life and went to forest for praying to the Supreme Lord, and thus obtained liberation. Forest means nowadays in Kali Yuga ashrama. Ashrama means monastery, spiritual place where people can come and perform devotional service and chant japa. That is ashrama. Previously such things were there, but less in number. That's why we say went to forest. But usually they live in ashrama. One should not die. One should not live whole his life in the household life as a householder. Should not die in the house. It is not right. And this is the direction given in the 5th canto. It's very important. When son becomes eligible to take responsibility, give responsibility and relinquish everything, take some wealth and come and live in the house. And because living in the ashramam, spiritual monastery, you should not become burden to the spiritual monastery. You must have some income coming for your livelihood, like that. While performing devotional service and chanting japa, one must spend their life in the ashramam. Whatever sin acquired while in the household, they can become purified while living in the ashram by chanting and doing devotional service. So one can become free or escape. One can escape going to hell. Escaping from hell is the only way by living in the ashram. Ashrama life is the only way to become free from going to hell. One can easily escape hellish life, like that. Going to hell is meant for those who are thoughtless, those who are less intelligent, stupid fools, those who are showboats, heretics. They make a show. Those who are arrogant, proud, those who want to do what makes them feel good. Whatever comes in their mind they want to do, such people, they go to hell. Proud people, those who always engage in material sense gratification, do bad things, dirty things, unscriptural things, they go to hell. Hell is meant for them. Not intelligent people, no intelligent person will want to go there. Intelligent person is he or she who reforms himself or herself and adopts spiritual path sincerely. That is intelligent. Just thinking to be intelligent is not intelligent. Material intelligence is destructive. Spiritual intelligence is constructive. One should not spend their whole life as an animal for eating, sleeping, sex and defense. earning and spending and remaining in anxiety. When one reaches age of 50, one must relinquish household life and come and live in the ashram and stay under the care and governance of the spiritual master. Follow his instructions and he will guide you how to chant japa and perform devotional service. When you go astray, he will console you, and you don't follow the sweet words, then he will chastise you. You will become purified. The habits learned in the house will be transformed into habits of liberation in the ashram. Habits learned in the house is destructive and takes one to hell. And habits at the ashram purifies you and takes you to God. So they can be transformed if you come sincerely and live in the ashram and follow the advice of the Guru. Lord Kṛṣṇa himself says in the Bhagavad Gita, Josayet sarva karmani vidvan yukta samācharan. Josayet, engage. Why you want to die in the household? No, not necessary. Those who are intelligent, they give up their household life at a certain age and adopt ashram life, spiritual life, sincerely. Lord Kṛṣṇa further says, Yagyarthat karmano natra lokoyam karma bandhana. One must do their activities as sacrifice, offering to the Lord. Not just offering to the wife or husband, children and self. No. Yes, till age of 50, fine. You have had that kind of karma to take into household life, fine. After that, go to spiritual life. That is perfect. One must perform their acts as an offering to the Supreme Lord. But it is not possible while living in the household life. Not possible. How it is possible? That's why the scripture says that age of 50, you must relinquish household life and take to devotional path, live in the ashram. Anyone who becomes devotee must not do whatever they wish to do. Whatever they want to do, they cannot do. Whatever Guru wants you to do, then only you do. That is called devotee. You cannot act free while in devotional life. There is a freedom, but spiritual freedom, no material freedom. You cannot do whatever makes you feel good. No, because at that time you are under the guidance of a spiritual master who knows what is good for you, what is bad for you. He will give you advice. Guru is a guru, he never cheats, will never mislead you. If somebody misleads you, he is not guru, he is a guru, an animal, needs punishment. And God will punish him like that. It happened with Bharat Maharaj. This is 5th canto. He relinquished his house, family, kingdom, everything, and went to live in ashram, Pulaha ashram. But because he did whatever his mind wanted to do and felt good doing that, he became an animal even though he was a human being. As a human being, he took birth as an animal. Why? Because he did not want to follow the scriptural guidance. Scriptures guide you, show mercy, but till the certain point. Once you become a devotee, you cannot touch an animal. If you touch an animal, you got to take bath. Cow may be special. Even then you should be careful touching cow. But his duty is to show a mercy to helpless animal, fine. But he became attached and kept the animal to himself. So, he did whatever his mind felt good. He went beyond the rule of the scriptures and he became animal. Once he became animal, because his devotional path was perfect, because Bharat Maharaj was a great devotee, he reached almost perfection. So because he reached almost perfection, he fell, he could recollect his mistakes. Arjuna asked this question to Lord Kṛṣṇa in the Bhagavad Gita. If somebody falls down from spiritual path, what happens to him? He asked. Ayati sraddhayo peto yoga chalati manasa aprapya yoga sansiddhir kam gatim Kṛṣṇa gacchati o Kṛṣṇa. What happens to the person who engaged sincerely in spiritual path but had taken long time to carry on devotional path, but his mind got carried away with material things? What happens to such a fallen soul? See, smart question. Lord Kṛṣṇa replies wonderfully. Parth naiveha namutra vinasastasya na vidyate nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. Are Arjun, O Tat, O disciple, there is never a loss in spiritual path if adopted sincerely. You cannot live frivolously in devotional path. No play, no show is allowed. You cannot be acting as a heretic, say something and do something else. Not possible. If, O Arjuna, if he or she has adopted spiritual path so nicely, there is never a loss for that devotee. Vinasastasya, never a loss. Always benefit on spiritual path. Depends on spiritual advancement. That's why Lord Kṛṣṇa says further. Prapya punya kritam lokam usitva sasvati samaha suchinam srimatam gehe yoga varashto vijayati. Lord Kṛṣṇa talks as per the degree of spiritual advancement on a spiritual path. One is that fallen devotee is given birth in a pure, perfect house or in the house of a rich person. So if somebody is advanced only this much, takes birth on rich man's house. One who is advanced this much, takes birth in a pure, perfect house, Brahman house. So, Bharat Maharaj took birth as a human being in a Brahmin house. Just imagine. Angira Gotriya means that dynasty of Brahmins coming in Angira, from Angira Rishi, one of the 7 sages born out of mind of Lord Brahma. He took birth. Bharat Maharaj, and name remains same. But because he acted little strange, so they called him Jad Bharat. So there never a loss on spiritual path. This question also was asked by Parvati, goddess Durga, to her husband Lord Shiva. What happens to the devotee? Lord Shiva says, Nahi Vasudeva Bhaktanam Ashubham Vidyate Kochit. How wonderful is devotional service. Devotional life is so perfect, can only give you benefit. Only condition is you have to do it wholeheartedly, not a show. Nahi Vasudeva Bhaktanam, Krishna's devotee. Ashubham is never a inauspiciousness for a devotee. Lord Shiva said that. If devotee is sincere on path of devotional life, performing wholeheartedly, Lord Kṛṣṇa comes to assist the devotee. Just imagine how great is devotional life. How lucky we are. We are introduced to devotional life. Lord Kṛṣṇa comes, assists the devotee. That's why Śrīmad Bhāgavatam says, Bhakti astrena tyājayitva. Bhakti astrena tyājayitva vishayam swamanoyati. Dhvasta avidyavadhatteya Kṛṣṇa mukta sauchyate. Devotee is the liberated person on this planet because Lord Kṛṣṇa is assisting. Because he has taken the acts of devotional life and cut the root of this sin, and removed it, gone. When sin is gone, when darkness is gone, light is there. Like that. So devotee is the most fortunate creature that exists on this planet. We have to become real devotee from our heart, and Guru will advise you how to follow. If you follow Guru and not follow your mind, then sure you will become pure devotee. It's guaranteed. Devotional life is the only remedy to control mind. Mind can only be controlled through devotional service. Nothing else. Nothing can control the mind. And advancement comes on spiritual path when you continuously perform devotional service. Not one day you perform devotional service and next day you sleep. No. Every day you must regularly perform devotional service. The fifth canto essence is you must take shelter of a scripturally authentic spiritual master and follow his advices as he said, not speculate. And that is the only remedy to cut the material attachment and improve in devotional service. To achieve liberation, you must be improved in devotional service. See, everything goes one by one, like that. When you reach liberation, you enter in the kingdom of God. God plays with you, you sport with Him. You never take birth again in this material world where you have to face death again. What would be better for you than this? Just become an honest devotee. Whatever hells were mentioned in 5th canto, that is not meant for devotees. Devotees don't go there. Once you become a real devotee, you don't belong to hell. You belong to the spiritual world. And if your guru is perfect, if your guru is pure devotee, if his both lines are unbroken, the birth dynasty and guru's disciple dynasty are unbroken, connected to God, you don't go to hell. Not possible. Real guru will not allow you do as per your wish. He will tell you and you have to follow. If you don't follow, that responsibility of guru is finished. Guru will tell you, don't do that, it's not good. If you don't follow, guru's responsibility is finished. This is your responsibility, you no more disciple. Like that. Devotee of guru, real guru, does not belong to hell is guaranteed. He or she never faces hell. Sukadeva Goswami told this, hells just for those who are not devotees wholeheartedly, just for those who are sinners, just for those who are materially attached, just for those who have bad habits, just for those who don't follow the orders of the spiritual master, not for devotees. It is a fact that Sukadeva Goswami said about hell, also told about devotion, guru and all that, spoke very nicely in 5th canto. These two kinds of instructions are given by the spiritual master too, because guru also receives two kinds of devotees. Those who are very smart and very intelligent and they are interested to develop very quickly, guru gives them very nice instructions and chastisements. There are some less intelligent disciples, they sometimes hesitate to follow. Guru gives them chastisement and also lollipops. Please do this. So same way, Sukadeva Goswami gave two paths. Chastisements are necessary. Encouragement is necessary. So Sukadeva Goswami spoke two things in the 5th canto. He said that traditional Brahmin devotee or person is free from all kinds of punishments. That is the conclusion of 5th canto. Brahmin devotee should not be tormented in any manner for any reason, for any circumstance at any time. That is the essence we have spoken today. Today, 5th canto ends. Thank you very much.